Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the Mystery School. We are here for a special event tonight. It's the 80th anniversary of Old Ironsides. It's a Sacramento venue, bar. I've been coming here since I was 21. We're here with Mark Gonzalez, Gonzo.
Hi, how are you?
So you book shows here and you do the bartender?
I book shows here, I bartend, and I run security. So I've kind of like got many hats here, so yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what we got going on tonight.
Well, tonight we're celebrating our 80-year anniversary. Old Ironsides has been around, with liquor license since 1934. It's after Prohibition. So we are celebrating our 80-year anniversary, and we decided to do something on the weekend. So we have a 2-night event. Tonight is Saturday, and so it'll be the Tattooed Love Dogs, Ancient Sons, Las Pesadillas, and Hypnotic 4.
So last night you guys did a show too, right?
Yes, we did. We had a show last night, and it went very well. And that was kind of like the middle of the week kind of thing for us on this, because we had a Thursday show also with the Troublemakers and Mo Betterman. So yeah, it's been kind of a whole month thing, kind of.
So did Old I have music in the early days? Did it start out doing that?
We started in I just found out from the owner, Sam Canella Sr. He was telling me on Thursday night that there was a piano in the back, and that some customers would come in and they would play the piano back in the day, and that was probably like in the 50s, 60s. So there was something going on back then. Most of the time it was just a place for workers around downtown to come in and have a drink after work or cash their checks even, and that's really how it kind of got going. And then it wasn't until later that they started bringing the music on. I believe that might have been the late 80s and early 90s.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what are some of the bands that, like some of the big bands that you guys have had over the years?
Now, I just found this out because I'd only started hanging out here like in the late 90s, but some of the bands that I found out from Kim Canellis, the daughter of the owners, she started the music scene here. Sublime has come through here, Pavement, Everclear. Let's see, there's been several. The Ramones, after they broke up, came in solo performers. John Doe from X, I'm sorry. And several performers have come through this club. Yeah, we've had quite a few.
Yeah, that's cool. How many nights a week you guys do music here?
Well, let's see. We have a Tuesday night karaoke, if you want to, call that. But then Wednesdays are open mic, and then Thursdays we have something different all the time. Thursdays is a bluegrass jam, and we have other things going on Thursdays also. And then Fridays and Saturdays are live music.
Cool, right on.
Yeah.
See, anything else we need to cover?
I think that's pretty much about it as far as this weekend goes. But I want to thank you for coming out here and doing this, because
no
we want to get the most exposure that we can. I think there's still people that haven't been to Old Ironsides, and there's a lot of people who had come in the past, and when they heard that things were going on with us, with our sound system and things about 3 years ago, and I think that they thought that we were done doing live music, which wasn't the case at all.
I did hear a rumor about that.
Yeah. So no, that's not the case, and we have actually improved on the sound system that we've originally got 3 years ago, and at the beginning it was kind of there was problems with it, you know what I mean? And we had to iron all that stuff out. It wasn't a system that we had been used to working with over 20 years. It was something that we had to get used to and hit the ground running when we did it. And we did a pretty good job of it. And I want to thank a lot of the local musicians and the musicians from out of town that have come around to support us, because, without them, we would have no music. So, it's been a learning experience. I mean, I did a lot of watching while I was working here, so I was able to kind of figure out what needed to get done and what were the bands that we can bring in here to keep it going. And I think we've done a pretty good job. I think that we're back out there, and we're going to keep doing local live music here in Sacramento, and I hope to continue doing that for quite a while.
Cool. Yeah. So the Las Pesadillas are playing tonight.
Yes.
They haven't played in years, right?
And I'm not really too sure how long that has been, but I used to watch them, and when I worked here early on as a security doorman, I've seen them play many times, and when I lived next door, and so I used to hear them practice all the time. But they haven't played probably, I would say, almost 8 years or so, and very unique sound. Good guys I've gotten to know over the years, and I'm glad to have invited them to play this show, and that they're part of this, along with Tattooed Love Dogs, Ancient Sons, and Hypnotic 4, so it's cool to get. I've had a lot of luck, and I don't know, maybe because I'm a fan, but I get a lot of luck with a lot of these bands. I'll go to them as a friend and say, hey, what do you think about coming back together and doing a reunion show? And if it's a special event like tonight, it seems like I get a good response for it. So it seems to work, and I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So you hit them up to do the show? They hadn't been playing, and did you spark the fire?
Yeah, I did. I did, but I had help from Noah Nelson. So I had gone to him, and we had talked about it, and when something like that happens and you have several members in a band, 4 or 5, there's always one of them that maybe can't commit to it because of, family and life happens, man, and things change. You can't, a lot of people don't continue to play music all the time when their life changes. But, it was always out there, and it was something that I really wanted to get back together. I love it when we can get bands to regroup here for special occasions, and we've done that. Hypnotic 4, who's playing tonight, they actually did a show last year, I think, and they got back together. I got 58 Fury back together, who are good friends of mine. They played their first show here. Go Dog Go has been here. The Earwigs. So we've had some good luck with a lot of bands from the past to come back in here and play. And there's a few of them on my list that I'm really gonna be trying in the next 2 years. And so I'm looking forward to getting that working out.
Cool.
And try to get it going.
Yeah. So right on, man. I think it's gonna be a fun night.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you, Tony.
All right. Cool. Thanks. All right, how's it going? All right, we're here with Warren Bishop, sound guy at Old Ironsides. It's the 80th year anniversary. So how long you been doing sound here?
I started here, I think it was like 1998, 99, somewhere around there.
What are some like the bigger shows that you've been into? That you've done?
A couple of the memorable ones. There's a guy named Stu. Has a band called the Negro Problem that played here. It was like, I think, my 3rd or 4th show, and he's turned into quite a deal. He had a show on Broadway a couple of years ago called Passing Strange that won a couple of Tonys and that kind of thing. And he was a pretty amazing guy, and like I've been listening to him for years. Not long after that, I had the late Wesley Willis, who was a guy out of Chicago.
Yeah, I actually saw him before.
Yeah, and that was an interesting night.
Yeah, such hits as Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Yeah. And it's like, because he kept coming up and saying like, "Hey, I'm Wesley Willis. How are you doing, man?" I'm going, "Fine." And like there was like kind of this punk rock band that was on before him, and they were kind of like his minders because he was like a little crazy, and so they kind of had to keep steering him off and like that. And then they got him on stage, and he had his little loops and like that.
Yeah, he had like a keyboard, and he'd just like play the songs on the keyboard, and then he'd sing over it. Yeah.
It was fun. And so many great local bands have played here. Like this weekend, we have a lot of them that got together for the occasion. And, Hypnotic 4 hasn't played in a long time. Lost Pesadillas. The Brodies last night. Got Tattooed Love Dogs tonight. And I've seen just about everybody that's been that is of some note in this town for the last 20 years. It's been pretty, it's been a ride.
Yeah. Do you play music too?
I do. I have my own band, Blame the Bishop, which is a descendant of a couple of other bands, and we play here fairly frequently too.
What instrument do you play?
I'm a guitarist, songwriter. Yeah, and I do most of the singing, and we're just finishing up a new recording that we're going to try and get out in December. So that'll be coming along. And, between that and my kid and coming here. And
yeah, you're a busy guy.
I'm a busy guy. Yeah, it's fun. I think one of the things that people kind of underestimated about Sacramento is the strength of the music scene. It's always been kind of a continuum. There, if you go back into the 80s with bands like, Steel Breeze or Bourgeois Tag that got some national attention. Even further back when you have like Red Wing with Timothy B. Schmidt, who's with the Eagles now, right up through today. There's some great bands out there now. The Kelps, Honeyhawk, Sojan Kitten is an excellent band. I saw those guys when I was doing Sound of Chalk up this last week, or a couple of weeks ago, rather. There's just some amazing stuff, and I'd like to see a little bit more national acclaim for some of these folks, but that'll come.
It's rough for music right now, I think, in general.
It's a different paradigm. It's
Yeah.
like, because the thing is, you have, the whole downloading thing, whether it's, the method of delivery. Also, you got like SoundCloud, Bandcamp, these sites that are great. I'm on Reverb Nation. They're great for like putting stuff up, but the fact of the matter is that there's a gazillion bands on there, so you're fighting for attention with some guy that's got just a kick-ass band out of like Poughkeepsie, New York or something, that you're all vying for the attention in the same marketplace. So, hopefully that'll get better, but
Yeah, it is. It's kind of hard to find stuff because there's just so much out there to, yeah.
It makes it interesting, it just does.
Yeah, the post-Napster world.
Yeah, and the exciting thing about working here, and I do a couple of other rooms too, is just the always kind of finding something new. A new band will come in and knock your socks off. There's been a few that haven't. There's been one in particular about 10 years ago that I was just kind of scratching my head, going, "How did they get here?" Then they lasted, I think, 2 gigs, and that was it. But mostly, it's the guys come in and pretty much know what they're doing.
I noticed they got some new sound equipment in there. Did you help choose what they got?
Yeah. Well, the board that I'm using tonight is my own board, the Behringer X32. We're working. One of the things that happened was we had a system in here for many, many years that was being leased, and that deal terminated. So they replaced it with gear as they went along, and then we've been improving it as we've gone along. So, we have new powered speakers, we've got new mics around, we've got all kinds of things, outboard gear and like that. So it's gotten a lot better, and we were just talking last night about what we're trying to do for the coming year. This Old Ironsides has had its share of touring acts for, back in the day. We've had John Doe here. We had Jonathan Richman. We had, people like that. And it would be nice to get back on that level. And, we're getting there. I think particularly next year is going to be really exciting. I think 2015 is going to be pretty amazing.
Yeah, you guys definitely got the sound system for that stuff now. It's awesome in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yeah. Those are your mics and stuff?
No, those are house mics.
Yeah, those are some nice mics up there.
Yeah, the board is kind of like, it's like I have my own independent system that I go out and use, and it's kind of like it was the step up that I needed to take. And once I started using it, I'm going like, it's like, going into a really great Mexican restaurant and then the next day go to Taco Bell. I mean, they're both good, but I mean, you want the great restaurant.
Yeah, I know. So. I feel you. Well, cool, man. Well, yeah. Cool. Well, thanks for doing this.
Thank you,
yeah,
and have fun tonight.
All right.
Talk to lots of people.
All right, I will.
Thanks.
Later. All right, how's it going? We're here with Jerry Perry. You're a big promoter in Sacramento.
This is literally a man on the street kind of thing.
This is exactly what this is.
We're standing on the street.
We got some what's this band going? Some cover band or something playing
I
over
don't
there
know, just some noisy rock and roll crap over there. It's just, I don't like all this noisy rock and roll.
I've come to a lot of shows that you put on, and definitely appreciate all the stuff you've been doing. Well, tell us a little bit about what Old Ironsides is to you. You probably promoted a lot of shows here.
I actually was the booker here for about 10 years, and I haven't been for about 4 or 5 years now. And here they are, still going along, because they were going along before I got here too. They've probably been doing live music here for nearly 25 years. I think it probably started in 1990 or 91 with the live music. So almost 25 years. But obviously this is this is their 80th year, family owned, in business under the same family for 80 years. And so that's what the celebration is, and it's pretty amazing. So for me, it's kind of fun because a lot of the bands that I used to book here are kind of what they roped in for tonight. So for me, it's kind of like stepping into exactly what I stepped out of 5 years ago, because tonight we got Las Pesadillas and the Ancient Sons and the Tattooed Love Dogs, who themselves have been playing Sacramento for about 25 years now, and the Hypnotic 4. So that's a really fun 4-band bill, and that's why I'm out. It's a great bill. Las Pesadillas is probably one of my 10 favorite local Sacramento bands ever, so I'm really excited to see them again.
Yeah, that's cool. So what other things are you booking nowadays?
Well, here's the weird thing. It'll probably be completely outdated before anyone ever hears this, but for the first time in about 20 years, I don't have anything booked.
Wow.
Yeah, that's really weird for me. I was booking Luigi's and doing all ages shows there for the last 4 years, anywhere from 1 to 5 times a week, and I was doing that until May, and they sold the business with the condition that whoever bought it would not do live music, which was a real drag. It's like, that's me not getting work, and a lot of bands, and it was a really important room for the live music scene, for the all age live music scene. So nothing exists like it. There's all ages, but when I say like it filled certain criteria that other rooms don't, and nothing has stepped in to fill that criteria, and as a result, I think the all ages music scene in Sacramento is suffering yet again. But as soon as that ended, I had another gig with the Sacramento Music Festival, and then the Hot Lunch Music Series, and then I'm the executive director of Chalk It Up, so I was putting a lot of energy into that. So it kind of was just, going through my summer with, a show here, a show there, and putting all this energy into Chalk It Up and thinking, I'm not even going to think about anything else till I get past Chalk It Up. And when Chalk It Up ended, I realized I didn't have anything on the books. So just kind of a weird circumstance. I just, for the first time since the Cattle Club closed in '95, do I not have shows booked.
So what are some of the best shows you've seen here?
Here? Wanda Jackson was always an amazing thing to see here because she's such a legend, and to see her in such an intimate setting. At one time I had her here and I put one of my favorite bands, Agent Ribbons, on with her, and I really loved being able to do that because I think they're great, and she is a legend. So that was pretty amazing. I really like some of the tribute shows we did here. I did a really fun Velvet Underground tribute show here where all the bands did Velvet Underground, Lou Reed songs, and it was the first night that Exquisite Core did Street Hassle, and they kind of own that song now, so I really love that. I did a great Johnny Cash tribute show here one time, and Los Pesadillas played it, and Jackie Green played it, and it was, I like that. I like seeing the band step beyond what we normally see them do, or, those of us who go to local shows on a regular basis, what we normally see them do. And so it was nice to see these. It's nice to see these bands branch out a little bit and try things they've never done before. And it's particularly even more satisfying and fun when they keep some of those songs in their set, like they do the song, they go, hey, you know what, this kind of works for us. And it just kind of, I don't know, I think it enriches the tapestry of the local music scene when you have that kind of depth going on among all the bands, all the bands that participate and do those things. It's kind of fun. I like those shows.
Do you have any message for people to get them to come out and see more shows?
People always say to me, especially people who don't go to shows anymore, like they've aged out. People age out. They expire or something. I don't know. They got an expiration date to how long they'll go to live shows. And I'm 50 this year, and I'm still going to 2 or 3 shows a week, even when I don't have shows. And, but there's these people that don't go to shows, and they'll say to me, as if everything stopped when they stopped going to shows, they'll say, so are there even any more good live bands? And it's like, just because you're not going anymore. No, it's always enriching itself. There's always new bands, always. There's so many good, oh my God, Cove, Sun Monks, Westwards. There's so many good new bands right now. I don't even know how many of them are playing here yet at Old I. They're just playing where they play, and just go out and go. I love seeing bands I've never seen before. As much as I have my favorite bands and it's fun to see them, and I see some bands over and over, my favorite thing is to see a band I've never seen before. And you know what? I don't know. It's like being a foodie and trying food you've never had before. If you're that kind of person, reward yourself. Go out and do that. Experience something you've never done before, because it's only friggin' $5. You go see movies you've never seen before, and they cost you like $11. And it's like, no. Go see a band you've never seen before. It's such a rewarding experience. Win or lose, you did it. It's great.
Yeah, and you get out and you get to meet people.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun to me than going to see a movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's totally interactive. I love movies. I'm a movie junkie, but it's just it's totally interactive. It's like it came out tonight. Now, I'm immersed in the scene for 30 something years, but I come out tonight to see all these people I haven't seen in a while. Just by virtue of who's playing tonight, and and other people that I see semi regularly, and it's like my favorite little get together. It's like my birthday or something. It's like the greatest thing, just getting out and seeing people, meeting people. sharing an experience, like literally sharing it. When you see a movie, it's so hard to share that experience. When you see live music, you really get to share the experience. It's something you really interact with, and it's pretty cool in that respect.
Well, cool. Well, thanks a lot for doing this, Jerry.
All right, man. All right, thank you. I can't wait to hear everyone that you get to talk to tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to go for everybody that's playing. We'll see.
Awesome.
All right, well, thanks a lot. All right, we're here with the Ancient Sons. You guys just played. It was an awesome set. It was really
Thank you.
cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You guys want to introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Matt K. Shrug. I play drums.
I'm Chris. I play guitar and sing. And I'm Brad, Chris's twin brother. I play bass and sing.
All right, so how long you guys been playing together?
About 2007, 2008 was our big year. We won a Sacramento Music Award in 2008.
Oh, all right.
For Best New Band.
A Sammy?
Sammy.
Sammy.
We won a Sammy. And like I said, we didn't have an album yet. People had seen us live. It was off our live shows, really, that people liked our sound. So that was actually nice.
That's pretty cool. You won a Sammy without even a recording.
Yeah, that felt really good. Yeah.
We want to be a live band, but we do want to do more recordings with some of our new stuff we're playing now.
Lots of new songs right now. Yeah, I did 4 new songs tonight, and we probably have at least 4, at home waiting on us. So lots of new songs. Probably a new album coming soon. Just have to pick a guy to make that magic happen.
Yeah. So when did you guys start playing your instruments?
He was probably in the womb.
Matt
No,
from the womb.
I started playing drums on a whim when I was around 11, and my family owns this club, so they were cool enough to let me. That's how I got to play at clubs still underage until I was 21. So that was kind of like my breeding ground. So, yeah, I mean, we're not trying to be too serious about it, but we're just having fun, and that's what Sacramento bands are mostly all about, just kind of doing it for fun. And it's such an incestuous scene that I've been friends with these guys for over a decade, and we just started a band about 5 years after we started hanging out. But that's how it happens,
Yeah.
Just jamming in the garage.
Yep. Yeah, that's how this podcast started,
nice.
and that's what it is most of the time. So how about you? How'd you start playing your instrument?
I kind of learned from this guy. Brad started kind of jamming on Metallica and a lot of heavier stuff early in high school, kind of, and I just really didn't pick anything up until, I guess, college. With all the '90s music and stuff, and I was definitely into it. I don't know. It took me a little longer to pick something up. So, yeah.
Yeah, our dad was a musician, so I kind of stole his bass from him when I was like 16 and just started playing bass.
Yeah.
So joined a band at 18 and
Night Watch. Night Watch from Ohio. That was Dad's band's
band.
name. Night Watch.
So I kind of started from that. Our dad,
So what's next? You guys got more gigs coming up? You guys playing a lot?
Yeah. We seem to really lately in the last actually 2 years maybe play twice a year. So we're kind of I think with these new songs though, I think it's kind of a fresh start again, and I think we're definitely going to start playing more shows.
I think we're back.
Yeah, I think we're back. Yeah. And as a 3-piece, it feels fresh, and people seem to dig the, a 3-piece that sound nice and thick and big and
it sounded great.
Yep. It's all about lyrics and
Harmonies.
Our songs are like 3 and 4 chords, so simple.
Have you guys come to a lot of shows at Old I? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, over the
Matt
years,
grew up
I mean,
here, exactly.
I kind of I would come here from like 14 to 21, so I don't go out as much. But if there's a band I really like that's playing anywhere in town, I'll try to check them out. But I was just here the other night to see the Troublemakers, and they're an old local band that's been around for years that are friends of mine. So if friends bands are playing or a band I like, it's easier to go out. But,
Yeah. Well, and Old Ice started booking shows, I think, in the early 90s?
Yeah, early 90s. So
that's when they started doing shows. And, Matt's say family, your aunt probably was, she started booking the shows probably, yeah. So it was natural for Matt to be into some kind of music. And he's also an awesome artist who's done a lot of our show posters.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Lots for us.
Yeah, and a lot of posters you see inside. He's got a little section of stuff he's done, black and white posters. Yep. So
cool. Maybe you could do a piece of art for the Mystery School podcast.
Oh, for sure.
Let me know. I'll do it.
Nice.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah. Cool.
And so, what are some of the best shows you've seen here?
Oh man. Jesus, I saw Verbena here. Like, they were on Capitol Records. They were around for like maybe 3 or 4 years.
Little Nirvana sound.
It was weird. There was like 3 people here, and Dave Grohl just produced their album and recorded them and things, and they were very Nirvana, but and rock star, but they were awesome.
A very good show, yeah.
That just stands out, seeing a band on Capitol Records.
Killer 3-piece.
With 4 people here.
3-piece.
Yeah. But I've seen a lot of great bands here. Brian
Jonestown
Jonestown Massacre here.
Blew the roof off, man. Sweatiest show you ever go to, but hot, sweaty, packed, full of Anton antics. It was awesome. It was really good.
Cool. Anything else you guys want to say?
I just want to say, thank you for talking with us, and hopefully we'll get more shows. I mean, we're kind of on hiatus for a while, but once you start playing, you kind of like it. Anything you like, once you start doing it again more often, you just want to do it more. So
yeah, man, no
hopefully
problem.
We'll have more shows, and thanks again.
Good luck with your podcast.
Yeah. Thanks for having us. Tonight felt good.
This is the early days of it for sure.
Cool.
This will probably be episode 10 or 11, something like that.
Yeah, excellent.
We better say happy 80th anniversary to Old Ironsides.
Oh, yeah, we better
do that. One of the best places to play in Sacramento.
Probably my favorite place to play, just sound-wise and vibe-wise. There.
Yeah, it's always cool coming to Old Ironsides. Always look forward to seeing a band you like at Old Ironsides. It's going to be good.
Yep, exactly. Yeah.
All right, let's go get a beer.
All right, let's do it.
All right,
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, bye.
Heaven's not that far away. I can't go, I don't wanna stay. If you send me down to the depths of earth, that'll make sense, 'cause I've been to church. Give me shot treatment. Lord knows you know I need it. Baby, turn me into a regular guy. I was never, ever allowed to have feelings. Bury them deep from feeling them back with a vengeance, and I can't seem to fight the fire. Heaven's not that far away. I can't go, I don't wanna stay. If you send me down to the depths of earth, hell'll make sense, 'cause I've been to church. Give me shot treatment. Lord knows you know I need it. Baby, turn me into a regular guy. I was never, ever allowed to have feelings. I buried them deep from fear in the back with a vengeance, and I can't seem to fight the fire.
Tony, okay, Tony. Right on. Okay, everybody, Tony, Larry, Scott,
Oh, yeah,
Dave,
so everyone get in the
Mike.
mic if,
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yes, sir.
a little bit.
Larry, Scott, Dave, Mike.
All right,
There we go.
okay, so
Is that
start
better?
here. What's your name?
Larry Schiavone.
You play the drums.
I'm the drummer, yes.
Yeah.
It's Scott George, lead guitar.
Dave Van Dusen with keyboards.
My name's Mike Blanchard, and I sing and attempt to play guitar.
All right,
He writes the songs.
You guys are
I write songs.
There's two other guys, or one other guy?
There's Vincent Montoya.
They're hitting on girls right now.
They may come by.
I couldn't find him.
But you guys are the Tattooed Love Dogs.
Yes, we are, yeah.
That was awesome tonight. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude,
Thank
yeah.
you.
We're so excited to be here.
Yeah.
We're the hub, and the other guys are merely spokes.
Yeah.
It's been like 24 years since we played here, but
We took the O out of country.
Have you guys played here before?
oh yeah, over the
lot of
last
times?
20 years, yeah.
When we play here, like 88, I think was our.
No,
89
90 was the first show.
Are you sure the bottle shop was still here?
90, I played on the first show. It was with Kai Cole and Mother Hips.
Really?
So April 90 was the
Trust
first.
Scotty.
April 90, 24 and a half years ago was the first
So we
show.
played here where
April 90.
where the bathroom is now used to be the bottle shop,
Uh-huh.
and where right about in the middle of the area that
The kitchen is, yeah.
where the kitchen is was a fireplace. There was a wall and a fireplace there, so it was like really tiny. I used to come over here and
was a
buy
lot warmer
beer
back
because
then.
my buddy worked across the street. We'd drink beer in the afternoon.
So how long you guys been playing together?
I can only count to 4.
20 years. Wait a minute. Okay, as long as Vinny's, as old as Michael is, as Vinny's son Michael is,
24.
24 years old, 25 years.
And it was
something like
Tattooed
that.
Love Dogs the whole time?
Slant 6. Yeah.
It kind of started. It started out as this band called Slant Six, and then Tattooed Love Dogs was actually a made-up name. Like was going to be a pop-up show thing. We made up a name to go with the show, And everybody was like, well, fuck, that's a pretty good name, you know? So
It's also a tattoo shop in Santa Cruz.
So we went with it. At the time, only Vinny had a tattoo. The funniest thing was okay, so we used to have this promo deal with Anheuser-Busch. We were like the Bud Light official band of the Northern California. Actually, weren't we? California?
Something like that.
So anyway, yeah, so there was this other band called the Beer Dogs, and they're covered with tattoos, so everybody used to laugh because
they were all
we had
ex-alcoholics.
the beer and they had the tattoos.
Right. And they didn't drink beer anymore because they'd all given it up, too.
Yeah, they were all AA.
Right. So
Scotty,
they were the Beer
tell me
Dogs.
about Scotty played because Vinny got hurt, right? Or
No,
Vinny
went to go do a play in 1996 after you've been together for 6 years, and he was gone for 2 months or 6 months, and I joined then in 1996.
And Larry came and played with us. Our old drummer quit, and Larry was on tour in Latvia or something, in Russia.
Something like that.
And he came back, and the day he came back, he drove to the airport and basically came to the Fox and Goose and was like, "Okay, you're in."
It was, the
remember that day.
last 8,000 miles were the toughest.
St.
That sounds like a
Petersburg to
song.
Sacramento.
The
Old
last
Ironsides has been-
8,000 miles.
Old Ironsides has been our hangout though for 20 years. Basically. We love that. We
I
love
would say
Old
Old Eye
Ironsides.
is the home of the Love Dogs for sure. Of all the venues still
And the
existing.
Fox and Goose right,
Oh
right
yeah,
across
Old
the
Eye
street.
is the thing. You know, we've played here for so long, and the cool thing about Old Eye is obviously it's a family thing. It's the Canales family, so we all know Junior, and we all know Kim, and we've all known Matt since he was a kid, and you know what I mean. It's a real family thing, which has been cool because we've played here long enough. You come and you hang out with Art, and it's very home-like atmosphere, and they remember who you are, which is really great.
Feel the love, man. You feel the love when you come here.
They remember everybody's names, that's for sure.
Everybody be quiet. Here comes the bass player.
Here comes the bass player.
All
right, here he is.
I'm going to relinquish my microphone.
and
I wanted the
Vince,
orange one,
they
by
might
the
be
way. I
drunk.
got a green one.
They
That's
might be
A's. You
drunk.
got the
There we
Giants
go.
one.
Eddie, take the mic from me, please.
Hey, whatever.
The Hypnotic 4 needs no mic.
Why does my mic smell
Hypnotic
like
4 is
marijuana?
badass.
They need no microphone.
Why does my mic smell like
Teach us a
marijuana?
thing or two.
Cardell.
All right, so we got
Cardell.
we got the other guitar player,
Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny.
Vincent
And the
Montoya.
bass player.
Rob.
He's the new guy in town.
Braxton.
Rob Meyer. When the devil on your shoulder needs a bad influence.
Make sure your employers can recognize you. When the devil needs a bad influence on his shoulder.
You watch English soccer?
I do.
So they had this,
They call it
this
football.
hashtag
Go
called
Republic.
football bands, and I was like Everton, Lake, and Palmer. And the Cincinnati Bengals. And Chicago minus the Bear.
-2.
It was football song bands.
So back,
You know those
we
hashtags.
were talking about our old band, the Tattoo Love Dogs.
Old Ironsides and the history with the Love Dogs.
Oh my God.
Tell them about the history, Vinny. Tell them about the history.
How many shows were multiple
the first time
girlfriends
we
showed
played
up?
here, there was a fireplace right where the stage is, and
Way to
Mother
recall
Hips
that.
had played the night before, and we played like the next night or next week. Right? It was Mother Hips played the first show here,
And then us.
and then we played the next weekend.
Yeah, it was Mother Hips opening for the
So
Mighty
that was
Kai
probably
Cole.
that was
here,
probably
right? You were here,
guys.
Scotty.
That was probably
I was
close
here.
to 25 years ago.
24 and a half exactly.
How old is Michael? Because the band's as old as Michael.
My son's 28,
There was
Oh, my
28
God.
years then.
You got your time frames right.
and you know, 3 grandchildren later, I still have a band.
Yeah, we have grandchildren. I want to give a shout out to my 1.5-year-old grandson, Wyatt.
Who's
Hey,
listening?
buddy, sleep
What
tight.
was Dad doing all those times away? We have no idea.
So what's the address of the podcast?
The podcast, it started out just like me and a friend started playing music in a garage. Like
Yeah.
we all played in bands for a
You've
long
never
time.
seen us play before?
No,
Did you hear about us?
I never heard of you. I'm doing
Vinny.
this tonight because Gonzo.
What did he give us?
I called Gonzo to book a gig for one of my
That's what
bands.
happens
and he-
after 28
Sacramento?
years.
Yeah.
How old are you? 25?
No, 30.
30? Okay. So we probably played. We probably played when you were about 5.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy.
Yes.
There are people here tonight who we played at their wedding, then they broke up, and then they got back together again.
And then we played for some people tonight who were like, "You're my mom's favorite band."
I want to talk about some of the tribute shows. And like every year for the last 20 years, they've had this Halloween show where 12 bands play 3 or 4 songs, and they have to play a song by somebody that's dead. You know, so it's called
the Dead Rock Star Show.
Dead Rock Star Show. And so those are a lot of fun. We did AC/DC one time. We did, and then they had the other. Every summer they have the anniversary shows like this, and they have different theme nights, like a 70s night, and our band's 70s. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, man. You guys sounded awesome tonight. It was really cool. I had never heard of you. I was really glad to see you.
We're like your dad's age.
No, I doubt it. I doubt that.
The funny thing about tonight was right before we played, we were like, let's be really dynamic. But then as soon as we started playing, it was full bore.
Yeah. We're like, well, let's just get to 10 and hang there.
You got to bring it down and up a little bit. If it's not dynamic, if you're going to write songs where you sing and you're trying to present the vocals and that type of thing, and you've worked on the harmonies, if you're too loud, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We definitely did that tonight.
We shot ourselves in the foot a little bit.
But we had a meeting. We had a meeting about dynamics, but they were kind of out
huddle.
the window.
I would say.
You guys just went with the vibe.
Yeah, the energy was
good.
good.
Said pedal to the metal.
Pedal to the metal.
The energy was
Which we
good.
did anyway.
The energy was
spontaneous.
good. I think that early on, towards the last 3 songs, there was a few issues, but I thought that there was some amazing dynamically sound and right on the level. There was some songs where all of us were playing at a low level and playing different
Rawhide.
things. Yeah. Dude, it sounded
sometimes
good.
Never comes.
Hot Rod.
Hey, you know what? We should take a moment here and pause and say, if anybody out there is really curious about what the Tattooed Love Dogs sound like, you could buy one of our records off Amazon.
Oh my God, totally.
Yes. So, as a matter of fact,
have a drone delivered to your porch right now.
That I had no idea.
Tattooed Love Dogs.
My girlfriend's 16-year-old daughter, she just downloaded both of our Love Dog albums and both of our 70 albums off of Spotify. And we don't even know that we're on there.
That's it. You can get them off Spotify for free.
So you guys aren't getting any checks.
Send them, please, to your
I was
friends.
actually prompted. Do you want to go to the Tattooed Love Dogs show?
Spotify.
We could be so lucky
Did
that
you
would
say
rip
that it
us
was
off
okay to
and
be sold on
share our
Spotify?
files.
I
It's
haven't
like
said it was
Napster,
okay.
but somebody's making money.
Exactly.
That's my
Somebody is
designated
making
driver.
money.
So we're on there.
That's
Back of the
cool.
club.
At
What
least
are you
they're
doing?
out.
Get away from the door. Sorry.
Step away from the door.
You guys put out vinyl at all?
Oh.
No, but
we've never
apparently
done that.
Twang and Bang Records wants to
Twang and Bang
release
Records.
some of Tattooed Love Dogs albums
We did
on
a cassette in 1990.
on vinyl.
Are we gonna do the 8-track again?
We're going to do a vinyl.
We are going to do a vinyl release this year through Twang and Bang Records out of San
Smart
Luis
and
Obispo.
vinyl.
Smart and vinyl.
Is it like a bulk?
You know what? That would be a great name for the band. Smart and vinyl.
Fuck off.
That would be a great
Tony
name
had
for
a
the
deal. Hold
record.
on. Did everybody catch that?
No.
It was subtle. What was it?
I said something about you guys get like a bulk deal or bulk discount.
Yes.
Sweet. Thank you, Tony.
We're hoping to make it on
We're already kind of bulky.
We make our margin on volume, man.
Look for us in Costco very soon.
Sweet.
We're kind of debating over whether it's going to be Family Dollar or Dollar Tree.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Family Dollar Tree. Let's do that one.
Family Dollar Tree. We could do the
Scotty's a
Dollar
man of
Tree
few
tour.
words and many
What if we
notes.
went and played every Dollar Tree we could find?
Oh my God. A
And
tour
tickets are $1.
nationwide of
Tickets
a Dollar
are
Tree
$1.
tour.
You can get
How
a
about
beer
Family
for
Dollar?
$1.
Well,
It's
the Dollar
warm,
Tree
but-
tour is only
I
the
think we
warm
should
up for the
pitch this.
CVS tour.
Come here.
Great idea.
Come here. Nothing
Gonz,
ever
come
bad
here.
happened with that.
right,
Nothing.
yeah, let's get
that-
Gonzo.
That's a
Yeah,
good lead.
let's get Gonz in.
Get in on this. Seriously. There's no
Come
pornography,
around.
though.
Tell them why you would book us to play here at this place 15 years ago. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
This is another story.
Oh my God, my boobs
What do
hurt.
you want us?
This is another story about me as a patron here at this bar. I was drinking beer with a lot of people. I did not even know they were in bands. Then later I found out they were, and they became my good friends. And this is a good example right here. The Tattooed Love Dogs, Vince Montoya, Mike Blanchard, this guy over here.
And the sixth Beatle.
That guy. The one with 2 arms. Yeah, him.
The 7th Queen member.
Hey, who's the guy that wrote the soundtrack for Crocodile Dundee, right?
Shut up.
Crocodile
so there we
Dundee.
go. All
Yeah.
right. So there's a reference. Anyways, guys, I got to get back to work, but thank you very much for asking
Thanks
me
for
to
having
do
us,
this.
Gonzo. We'll be
bouncers
here
are
anniversary
good.
from here on out.
Okay, is there a Wednesday free next month? That's good. Sweet. We're on, dude. We're
We're making money tonight, right? Right? You're going to pay us, right?
Shouldn't these be like little places to come and hang out with beer and couches.
I thought that's your guys' green room.
This is an apartment building.
They had
The
like
S Street
5 rooms that
Studios.
were just like private rooms.
Lest you mock the S Street Studios here.
All right, I'm gonna throw a question at you guys.
Oh. Okay.
When
What's up,
was the
guys? How are
first
you?
time you got laid from playing music?
What was the question?
Okay, so one time we played
First
at
time we got
the old
laid for playing
townhouse.
music.
It was right across from our street from our house, and I met this chick. Remember? Anyway, I took her back in between sets over to my house, and
That
she
one with
walked in
two
the
arms?
house. As soon as she walked in the house, she goes, "The first time I was in this house, there was an orgy going on," and I thought to myself, "She's made."
But who lived there before that? Because we probably
So
know
that
who
might have
lived
been
there.
it. The first time I was in this house, there was an orgy.
First time I got laid for playing
Odds are
music
good.
was probably just after high school, and I think I learned Wild Horses, and that's all it took. When you're 18, Wild Horses and a bottle of Jack, and you're like,
Were you singing it too?
oh yeah,
I gave
it was like it is what it was. But that's why I'm still playing.
Vinny's
music
he's totally dodging because he was like the star quarterback at Sac High in the 70s.
Yeah, early.
Back on tape.
Early 80s.
On real tape.
Yeah,
Throwing the touchdowns.
Throwing the touchdowns.
Leading the team to victory.
Learning how to play guitar.
Leading the team to victory.
But the question was, when did you first get laid after playing a show? And it was a party, and I played Wild
Horses.
And I was like, hello.
Hey-o.
You see all those other 30 guys over there?
They're not playing Wild Horses.
They're not playing Wild Horses.
Yeah.
See that dude? That's the drummer. He's not playing Wild Horses.
And they're like,
Here, Larry, come here. Here you go.
No, why do I have two?
It's nice to be important. It's more important to be nice.
So you interview all bands?
I'm gonna. Yeah, you guys are number 2. So
Right.
yeah, this is got the first guys down.
Right on. Well,
Smart and vinyl. I like it.
Smart and vinyl. Sweet. Not as.
Yeah.
So look for them on their new label, Smart and Vinyl.
Smart and Vinyl by way of Twang and Bang
Twang and
Records.
Bang Records out of San
Twang
Luis
and Bang
Obispo.
Records. Google us there. You'll find us there.
I'm going
Look
to
for
get my car now.
We're gonna
so
have
I can-
Smart and Vinyl.
All right. Well,
album.
thanks a lot for doing this, guys.
All right.
you,
No,
man.
thank you, Ty.
Appreciate
It's
it.
good.
Nice meeting all you.
Mille grazie.
Mille grazie.
She had a 34 Chevy with no firewall. It had a big back seat and she just loved to fall. Was painted primer gray and baby that's not all. She had the pedal to the metal going after hell.
I'd pray for a safe ride if I thought it was hell. What kind of God has mercy on a man who fall in love with a girl like you?
She stole all my money for gas and tires. She had an urge to be bad like a burning desire. She had the Virgin Mary tattooed on her back. girl like you. Purple little Jimmy with a glow light on. And you know I left town when she strapped it on. So now I'm sitting here sucking on the bar. I'm having that night better than a purple dawn. I'd prefer safe ride if I thought it would help. What kind of God has mercy on a man who fall in love with a girl like you? I'd pray for a safe ride if I thought it would help. What kind of God has mercy on a man who fall in love with a girl like you?
Oh, gotta love those 3.5 part harmonies.
Because you're the girl we're looking for, pretty
Bottom
much.
half. Looking for the bottom half. Anybody?
If you're that evil, you're in.
Sunshine never comes, and we never verge upon. Judge my secrets as you will. Don't stay away too long. When you left, I needed you. Tomorrow was my name. Never thought what I would do if tomorrow never came. Till you never sleep hard, think of what to say. Tell you all what's to come if I had been. Yesterday, love was such a too far ahead, you may never see the sun. It may never rise again if tomorrow never comes. When you left, I needed you. Tomorrow was my name. I never thought what I would do if tomorrow never came.
at you.
On.
Shit.
Testing. Testing.
Okay, some of them are short.
Spaghetti Western.
We got enough. I've done this a few times tonight.
Cool. All right, let's see if we can get some feedback out of these
Like
things.
feedback. We have no monitor. We have.
No, you're not gonna get feedback.
Solo
Maybe if we all hold them
mio.
together, they'll feedback.
We can make our own feedback.
Is this a microphone or is this like an ice cream cone?
No, it's a clown's nose.
Hey, there we go. Clowns scare me.
All right,
Because it
so
looks really tasty. I really like the color blue. It's really good.
Michael.
all right, you guys are the Hypnotic 4. You want to introduce yourselves real quick?
I'm Kevin. I play the drums.
I am Andy. I play the guitar.
I'm Jay. I play the guitar.
Michael, I play the bass, I think.
And sometimes you play the fool.
Sometimes.
Cool. So you guys are playing here probably for a reason. You probably played here a bunch of times before.
Yeah. I think we started in 1990, same year as Los Pesadillas, 1990, what, 8? So I saw, the thing I love about Old Ironsides is I saw so many bands that I loved, and it's been my favorite place to play ever, so.
Yeah, that's cool. How many times have you guys played here?
Billion.
Dozens, maybe,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Whole bunch,
A
yeah.
ton, yeah.
Yep.
We play with what's cool is we play with everything, so, like, we play with metal bands, rockabilly bands, punk bands, whatever.
Yeah.
We fit in everywhere.
We do. We're quite versatile.
All right. So, okay, how long you guys been playing together?
So Jay and I started, actually Jay, I, and Michael,
No,
right?
Yeah, I was
it
gonna say,
was
me-
you two first.
Oh,
it was,
me and
it was
Michael.
me and you, and then we went through some series personnel changes, and then
Jay joined, and then
Jay joined, and then.
But as far as I'm concerned, this is the lineup that matters.
yeah, this is it. This is the
So yeah, it's
the core.
We've been around. I don't know what year.
01
2001
is when I started.
So yeah.
Oh, one. I thought it was 1993.
2001.
Hang on.
Okay.
So over the years, you guys been coming to see a lot of bands
Sorry.
here.
What's that?
You guys been coming to see a lot of bands here over the years?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are some like memorable shows you guys have come to?
Max Swanky.
Yeah. I mean, I saw Man or Asherman here.
Magnolia Thunderfinger.
Satan's Pilgrims.
Las Pesadillas.
Oh man, so many, yeah, Los Pesadillas.
Flounder.
Yeah, Flounder.
Groovy Ghoulies.
Buck.
Buck who?
You know, Buck.
Buck Owens?
Yeah.
I don't think of Buck Owens. I haven't seen Buck Owens here, but I did.
Decibels.
Yeah, the Decibels.
Forgot about the Decibels.
A lot of great bands. Tons of bands.
Cool. Yeah. Well, you guys sounded great tonight.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say? Whatever.
No, thanks. It's awesome.
Thanks, Old I, for
Thanks,
the
Old
80th
I. Happy
anniversary.
birthday.
Yeah, thank
we
you,
hope we're here
Old
for the next
Eye.
80th
Happy
anniversary.
A.
Well,
I know.
in dust.
Well, the next band's going to kick ass.
Is that the
Las
160th
Pesadillas.
Okay.
anniversary?
160th.
Why don't we go 90 and we'll see how we're doing in our Social
I
Security
bet
years.
100-year anniversary is going to be a big one. You
I
guys
think
could
it
go
will
for
be.
that.
With David Bowie.
Yeah. No shit. Yeah. No kidding. We could do that. Huh?
We'll be in wheelchairs, rockers, everything coming out very slowly.
It doesn't matter. We can still be loud.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Awesome.
Well,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Appreciate it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers, man. Thank you.
Cheers.
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 Awesome. Thanks, man.
Cool. Yeah. Well, thanks for doing that, man. All right, we're with the Los Pesadillas. You guys just played first show and how long?
8 years.
8 years. Well, so why did you guys decide to play this show? What sparked it?
It seemed like it would be a fun idea. I mean, I don't know.
Did Gonzo call you? Is that?
Yeah, he's asked a couple times over the years, and we never did it. And this year we just decided to do it.
That's cool.
Our drummer Jason was out of commission for a while, not playing with us, and so we weren't going to do it without him. But once he was up for it, then we said hell yes.
Right on. But so now you guys have decided to keep going. You're going to play some more?
Yeah, we're going to play some more.
Yep.
That's
hell
cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome tonight.
Especially if it goes like that.
Yeah. I want more like that. That'll be awesome.
So when did you guys first start?
16 years ago, I think we figured out.
Yeah.
16 years ago?
Yeah.
And then you played for 8 years?
Uh-huh.
And called it a day. What happened? Why did it stop?
Just probably got tired of it. I don't know.
That's it? Just kind of got
We got in
sick?
one fight the whole time, and that was the only fight. It wasn't even a fight, really.
Yeah, sometimes things just run their course for a while, and it was a lot of the same thing for a long time for us. We got in that rut that a lot of bands get into.
Yeah.
Personality rut and song rut, and so needed quite a break. But it was the right thing to do.
It's great to be back, that's for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
How many times do you think you guys have played here?
Sheesh.
Dozens.
Many times.
Surely dozens. Not over 100, but dozens.
Over 50?
Ooh, that would be close.
Maybe.
Quite
This is where we had
possibly.
our very first club show was here.
Yeah.
Really?
We've played here a lot.
Yeah.
Once every couple months for 6 years or something. Almost.
So are you guys going to start recording a new album or anything?
We're talking about it.
Is there plans of
thinking
a new
about
album?
it. We want to. I want to.
Yeah, how many
I want
albums
to
do you
too.
guys have out right now?
5.
5?
Including, we have a couple movie soundtracks that we've done that
What
are a little more
movies?
obscure. One of them is called Midnight of My Life.
Wow.
It's a Bob Moritz film. The other one is Palace of Stains, which is actually also a Bob Moritz film.
And you guys
buddy of
recorded
ours.
the whole score? That's
Yes.
all you guys? Wow, that's awesome.
At least one or two members. At least, yeah. We had our hands in both those, yes.
Uh-huh. And so how do people find your music now? iTunes?
The internet.
The
It's
internet?
on,
Yeah, it's on
iTunes
iTunes.
and
It's on CD
Amazon.
Baby.
CD Baby.
Yeah, we don't have a website or a Facebook right now because it's real new. I'm sure we'll put something up soon, but
Yeah,
for
there was-
now, iTunes, Amazon, CD Baby, all those places will.
There was a Quantum
find us.
Immortality, one of our albums on Amazon for $150.
I don't see how that could be real.
I don't. I think they just think rare band and put $150 on it.
Like a CD?
Yeah,
It was a CD, yeah.
They're
It's
like,
kinda-
it's probably, yeah, I mean, if you didn't make that many and somebody finds that one, like, well, what are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
Can't get anywhere else.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Well, they can if they came to my garage, but
Right.
You guys still have some cases of
Yeah.
CDs left?
we do.
Well, that's cool. Anything else you guys want to say?
Not really.
Nope.
Well,
It was
thanks.
a great show.
Yeah, it was
and,
awesome.
Thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, we appreciate
Yeah,
it.
well, thanks for doing this.
Awesome.
At the beginning of a brand new life in the desert land, from Munich shorts and a brand new wife. If you could do it all again, would you waste your time in dying with your head in the sand? But bad ideas just get better, harmless as it may seem, until you find yourself climbing up the ladder. Everyone ever seen is acting cartoon, and the moon is the light on the hour of your dream. Down in the garden of the willow tree, where the winds are soft and billowy, your head will worry in the pillow deep. You'll dream you're the ether. Those outlaws fly the coop from underground. Our world of little things, the Eldorado and the trail that's in a royal crown. That trouble, what it brings, your reef on which you spread with your head in your hands as the jailbirds sing. There's what's right and there's the way you'll set this. You say it to your shame, and the one that needs to get is if they're young and this. You know his real name.
shapes and shadows of the past are cast, and the future looks about the same. Down in the garden of the willow tree, where the winds are soft and billowy, your head a worry in the pillow. You will dream you're the ether.
Thank you very fucking much.
That flying dog, his crash landing white wings, his fly through the lightning, his passion through triumph through space. Once rode this arc till he passed on through the dark in another dimension, but still in this place. Till he grew wings and flew away. 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 April fog, I hit his deathbed. I picked up his dead head, no wind in his lungs, the whole of his bones. Now he's a star, way up there by the moon. Greyhounds in the heavens have called him back home. Till he grew wings and flew away. 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 Bye. Through the day that we met in the night. Through the day that we met in the night. Through the day that we met in the night. Through the day that we met in the night. I jumped up the roof with 16. You're wearing tequila and your head was still clean. Arrived here by passenger train. All the stars are sparks of light. All the stars are sparks of light. All the stars are sparks of light. Like the day when we met in the night. You got the pistolas in hand. You shot at their feet and said, strike out the band. And stick it for New Mexican. Shadow was sitting in a graveyard lock, and I snuck till my toes had split, and I stretched till I creaked in dreams, and both of us ran for an assault on a nurse about the ER birds. skies are blue and bow ties in your hair. I was just a fuck face at the Placer County Fair, making all the make believers there. On a spinning Ferris wheel with vultures in your eyes, your tongue tastes like lemon peel drone in the vodka sky. Your attitude is as until your hair is butterflies. Some tell me the act when I thought it's really true. Never swam that tributary or the ocean blue, but I used to hang around that Isabella Blue, blowing all your days away. Compass all your spinning sins, you left that in the street. You can't contribute all you like, won't get the better seat. You've always wanted mine, spinning through the meet and greet. Ask another question and I'll tell another lie. Your tongue tastes like lemon peel grown in the vodka sky. Your attitude is up until your hair is butterflies. Some tell me the act when I thought it's really true. Never swam that tributary or the ocean blue, but I used to hang around that Isabel Blue, blowing all your days away.
For welcoming us back. Happy birthday, Old Ironsides. We're Las Pesadillas.
Las Pesadillas.
That kicked ass, guys. The fucking kicked ass.
That's what Joe Kajita Gray, you know it's true.
Thank you guys very, very, very fucking much. And happy birthday to Old Ironsides, and thank you, Gonzo. And thank you, Tattooed Love Dogs and the Aged Sons of the Hypnotic Four.
That really is the last song, unfortunately, but there will be more shows.
More shows.
All right, one more time for the Ancient Sons. One more time for Hypnotic Four. One more time for the fantastic Tattooed Love Dog. And one more time for the welcome return of Las Pesadillas. Old Ironsides, thanks you for you coming out here week after week, month after month, year after year. We do appreciate it. Thanks again. Happy 80th Old Ironsides. This is where rock still lives.